Hey, my name is Coach Tulin, and I want to talk to you today about the new LG G4. This was sent to us a couple of weeks ago by PCMag, and we are loving it. So this is a non-techies review of the LG G4. So I'm warning you ahead of time, I am not technical. I'm purely coming from a user's perspective, somebody that's not doesn't know all the ins and outs and bells and whistles, but knows what I'm looking for. And actually, I divert all of that to my husband. So if you're looking for specifics on the phone as far as like hard drive capability, blah, 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 you need to go look that stuff up. I'm just going to tell you from my experience as a non-techie and what I think about this phone. So let me give you an idea. So we have 3 phones that look a lot like that, okay? All cracked. We have been using Galaxy S4, we have 3 Galaxy S5s that look a lot like that. I'm filming on a Galaxy S5 right now. And I've always toyed with the idea of going with the iPhone, even though we're heavy Android users in the house, because of the capabilities of the camera, or so I thought. Again, just coming from a user. My husband is probably head spinning right now for me having to admit that, but that's just kind of where I am. And while I love a lot of features on the Galaxy, and I was considering going to the Galaxy S6. I looked at the Edge. This particular phone, my husband had been talking to me about and told me all the reasons why that he felt that I would actually really love it. And I'm one of those people that when I find something I like, I stick with it. Like I'm a vanilla ice cream kind of a girl, if that makes sense. I just want to have ice cream because I really can't even have it anymore. Actually, I don't even have it anymore. So there you go. But the reality is, I know what I like, and I just keep going back for the same thing. So I was going to upgrade to the 6. So I got this phone, and my husband had been talking to me about it. And some of the frustrations that I had with this phone, I'm not experiencing the LG G4. So the only thing I can't do right now is pretty much call on it, unless I call via like my Wi-Fi, because I can't even connect it to my carrier yet until it's officially released here in the US. But some things I really like about it is its amazing response. It comes on really, really, really fast. I run my entire life in my business from my phone. So I've also been a Note user as well. And I found the Note too big and too clunky, and I had no use for the stylus. So this one does not have the stylus. I just felt it was an extra feature that I didn't really use. So I wanted a bigger phone, but the Note wasn't it either. So I really feel like the LG G4 is doing it for me. And one of the things that I really like is, yes, in my business, taking photos and being able to track what it is that I'm doing in my journey to fit as I experience it and those that I help. So I'm a plus size health and fitness motivator. And so I motivate plus size women to start and re-engage in fitness by sharing my own journey and also creating a very safe, supportive environment. And so in part of doing that is a lot of filming of my own journey, a lot of calls, a lot of YouTube, a lot of photos. I really just share my raw journey. And while the Galaxy S5 was good about that, it was kind of tough because I always wanted a better camera. And so, well, now I've got it. And I've got it with the LG G4. So much so, look, there I am. Oh, it's kind of weird, look. Oh, that's kind of cool because, anyways. All right, so I kind of got it with the LG G4. And what I love about it is it actually has a, on the forward facing, if you see that box all the way around, so if I'm in a dark room and I take a picture, it actually lights my face. It actually lights the subject, which is so cool. And it's an 8 megapixel camera. That's about as techie as you'll hear me get, which is almost as good as the rear-facing camera on the S5, from what I understand. So the response time was really important. I found that the response time on this really lagged. I was concerned about some of the new phones that were coming out that didn't have a replacement battery. I like that I can take the battery out of this one. It's so bright. So like, for example, if I go to, so this is my Instagram as an example. So there's my Instagram. Okay, so it's super crisp, and then just look. I mean, it just moves really easily, and I like that. The other thing I really like is on the back is it has these buttons. So this is where I actually use if I want to take a screenshot. That's been really, really helpful, and the camera on the back rocks. So here's the deal. There's no hiding with this camera. Like, the truth is the truth is the truth. It has what I call a little Barbra Streisand and Barbara Walters filter on the camera itself, which is nice if you really want to go for that plastic skin look. I personally try to avoid that, but sometimes I do. But it really is a very, 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 very bright camera. Very bright, very detailed. And the cool thing about it is it has a lot of the same features as a manual camera does. So if you're into photography or really want to capture the light and things like that, and that's your gig, it's actually something I want to learn more about on this phone. It has that. Like, the camera capability is ridiculous. But on top of that, I feel like I didn't have to get two different items, like a really good camera and a really good phone. I feel like I just really have it all in my pocket. Like, this is the entire thing. So, as I've shared, I'm really rough on my phones. I am. So I had to find a case. There's not a lot of case options that are out right now because, again, the phone hasn't been released yet. Or here in the United States, I think it's already been released in Hong Kong. So I did find a case. So you can see how sleek the phone is here. But the case, I did have to get a big old clunky case that came with a cover. And this is called a, what is this called? Is that a P or a D? Oh, I guess it's a P. Poetic Cases and Accessories. I got this. Yeah, there we go. This is the case that I got, and I got it on Amazon. It was pretty affordable, and it literally, you know, clicks in there. And once you get this in with your phone inside of it, it really, really stays. Like, it takes some work to get it back out. So I go from having a really sleek phone to going back to having a bit of a clunkier phone. It's the price I pay because I am rough on my phone. So I did find a pretty sturdy case. I'll probably be looking at an OtterBox in the near future. Even those I rip apart. So just to kind of keep it safe. As far as like other things and usability and things like that, I have not found anything. I like some of the built-in stuff it has. This is like one of those universal phones. I can use it with any carrier and anywhere around the world. That's the first time I've had that, and that's really nice to know that I'm capable of doing that with this phone. And I like some of the built-in features as well too, but really honestly, I can do dual windows, easy response. The size is nice. I mean, yes, it's a bigger phone. It's comparison to the 5, so there you go. It's not too bad, and it's I can't wait to be able to connect it with my carrier to use it. So again, if you're looking for any specifics on it, as far as what the phone has, things like that, I highly recommend that you look that up with LG Mobile to get the details. Huge shout out to LG and PCMag for sending this to us to play with. I am a convert. I mean, we would have been into our third Galaxy ×3, and I've got the LG G4, and I think I'm sticking with this baby. It's going back in the case. I keep it looking good, and I cannot wait to incorporate it into my daily life. And that's it.